Welcome class to our first online lesson. Okay, I'm sorry for the delay in this. I've been working so hard, staying up so late trying to get this. We've had now to become technology experts in the matter of 24 hours. So bear with us. I'm trying to get these uploaded and put together as fast as I can. If you have questions on any of the material, please reach out via phone, text, or email. I will respond right away between 8 and 4. Anytime after that, I could still respond, but sort of have to take in my own schedule into account as well. So without further ado, let's get started. This video may be a little rushed. I'm really trying to get this out as fast as I can to you. But we're going to be starting our unit on probability and statistics, which I've already told you is my favorite. This is my emphasis in math, and I'm hoping we can do some fun projects and still continue to do those, even though we're doing this distance learning at this time. So let's get started. There's a lot of definitions we need to work through first. Once we have an understanding of that, I have an example, and then you're going to complete the worksheet, upload your work, and submit it by midnight tonight. Okay? So an experiment is just an investigation or a procedure. It can be something as simple as, for example, rolling a dice, or flipping a coin, or if I have a bag of Skittles, pulling out a yellow Skittle, pulling out a red Skittle. Okay? These are all types of experiments. An outcome is a possible result. So for example, rolling a 4. An outcome could be rolling a 4. Or rolling a 2, or in that bag of Skittles, pulling out the yellow, pulling out the green. Those are all specific outcomes. For rolling a dice, how many outcomes are there? If you answered 6, you're correct, because the dice has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember from last chapter, not to bring back memories, but drawing your cubes, right? The cube has 6 sides, 6-sided die. Sample space is the set of all the possible values. So sample space is denoted with a set of brackets, okay? Brackets denote a set, and then we list all of the possible outcomes. So in our example of rolling a dice, okay, your first outcome is you could roll a 1. Then you could roll a 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These are all of the possible outcomes that you can wind up with if you end up rolling a dice. And we call it an event if you are looking for a certain or a desired outcome. So I could say, I'm going to be rolling some dice, and I would like to, and the event will be to roll an odd number. To roll an odd number. And the favorable outcomes of the situation are going to be the outcomes that satisfy the requirement of rolling an odd. So for example, okay, our favorable outcomes are going to reduce my sample space from 1 through 6 to only the ones that are going to be odd. So 1, 3, and 5. Notice how my favorable outcome set is smaller than my sample space because of this requirement of the event. Okay. Let's get started with our example. Okay. Let's take a look at the word basketball. There are 10 letters in the word basketball. Okay. So we are going to first find the outcomes or list the outcomes of choosing a K. If I choose the letter K, so if I put all the letters of the word basketball into a bag and I shuffled it all up and I stuck my hand in and pulled out a letter, well, what possible sample space, or I'm sorry, what possible favorable outcomes would be for choosing a K? There's only one, right? You can only choose one K out of this sample set, okay? And as a number, how many Ks are there? Well, there is one K. There's one K. How about not choosing a B? How about not choosing a B? This is our events here. What is the list of favorable outcomes of not choosing a B? Well, if I don't choose a B, I could choose an A, I could choose an S, I could choose a K, E, T. Now I can't list B because again, that's my event, and that would not satisfy the event of not choosing a B. And I have A, L, and L. Okay. So the number of favorable events or favorable outcomes in this event is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 of them. Next one, not choosing. Not choosing a T or an L. Or an L. So notice that this requirement has 2 pieces. It's an or statement. So not choosing a T or an L. So in my list, start at the beginning. Can I choose a B? Yes, that's not choosing a T or an L. An A, an S, K, E. Now I can't put T, but I can put B again, A, and I cannot include neither of the L's because that would be choosing a T or an L. How many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 possible favorable outcomes. And in our last example, what about choosing a vowel? Choosing a vowel. So you were going to include a little bit of English here. Remember your vowels, A, E, I, O, and U. For this here, Y is not a vowel. If you have a homework example in the future during this unit, Y is not considered a vowel. But if I am going to choose a vowel here, is B a vowel? No. A? Yes. S? No. K? No. E? T? B? There's another A, L, and an L. So there's only 3 vowels in this word, so our number of favorable outcomes is 3. And that concludes today's lesson. If you need help, again, please reach out via phone, email, or text. I'm not sure if I said it at the beginning of the video, but if I'm taking notes, you're taking notes. This will still count as a notes grade. I will have you submit all of these notes at the end of the unit for your notes grade. Yeah. My goal is for future videos to be much more fluid. If you have any tips or tricks to this whole YouTube thing and video editing, I'd really appreciate it. This is my first time doing this type of instruction. It's a little weird for me to be talking to the camera. But if you need any help or advice, please reach out. We're here to help you guys. We want you guys to be successful. Thank you. Bye.